Hi, everybody. I'm Big Al with Country Music News International. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're talking to the stars and the people that's going to become stars. With us today on Country Music News International is Bailey. And Bailey, we're glad to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
That's a very nice smile. Wished I had one of those.
You too.
You're very astute. So let's talk about Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And, you know, I thought you was a little teenager, and here you are, a grown-up woman, and you made it around here to Nashville. But getting started in country music in Pittsburgh, sitting around the table or underneath the old oak tree or maybe over at the jail cell. So how did you get started in country music, and you knew that you were going to be coming to Nashville?
Growing up, my mom played country music all over the house every day, whether she was cleaning, cooking. I grew up listening to Shania Twain, Rascal Flatts, Blake Shelton, everyone. But music runs in my family. My dad's brother was a singer. He was mostly known for Christmas music, but I remember watching him on stage and just knowing I wanted to be doing that. And then I realized that it was country music that I really wanted to pursue. And I remember being a sophomore in high school and just going to my parents asking if they'd be mad if I didn't go to college. And they were not. They're the most supportive parents I've been blessed with. But so yeah, I moved after high school to Nashville, Tennessee because I knew country music was what I wanted to pursue. And I heard this is a great spot for it.
So you're just getting started. So what do you think of the Music City, and do you see a lot of opportunities for you? Have people come up to you and made some opportunities for you?
Yes, I've been blessed to. My cousin lives here, and he's took on a big role with me, but he's he's helped me out a lot, and everyone's so welcoming here and so just sweet and kind. And I go out to rounds, and I've been able to network with those or playing at rounds. Just the other people in the rounds are just so sweet to be able to be like yeah, let's set up a rate or let's hang out. And just I've been able to build a small but quality network here, and just a small, great circle. And it's really starting to feel like home. But
well, I kind of feel special. She said she's got a quality network here. I hope I'm a part of that someday, folks. You'll have to help me out on that.
You are now.
So, songwriter, are you a musician as well as singer? And I think you mentioned that you have played out around here a little bit. So kind of tell me about those three, and then we're going to talk about your social media.
Okay. I first started songwriting when I was probably 10 or 11. I remember just sitting in my room writing down. I couldn't play guitar at the time. I still can barely play guitar, but I couldn't play at all. But I remember just sitting in my room, and I'd get an idea and just write in my journal, and then I'd have the melody in my head, but I wouldn't be able to put the music to it. Mm-hmm. So a dear friend of mine back home would help me put the guitar and the musical elements to it. But I remember songwriting at such a young age, and then when I moved here, I continued to songwrite. I learned how to play guitar, the basics of guitar, and then started playing out. So I've always sang and songwrite for many years, but being here, I've just been able to actually show that side of me more. So I've been very, very blessed to be here.
That is great. So, have you got any music that is out now? What is coming out possibly? And tell us about your contact information, maybe cell phone number. We can give that out too, you know. Unless you tell me some secrets, I'm going to give it out. No, not really. I'm only kidding here. But yeah, kind of tell us about your music right now, what's happening with you, and give out all your contact information.
Okay. So I had a few singles out starting in 2018. I put out my first song. And I've always been one to write what's true to me and want to release what is true to me and just what's on my heart. But I have a few singles out, and then I just released my first Christmas album. As I said, it's Christmas is in my blood with my family. But this past Christmas, I released that 10-song album. And what's coming next is kind of similar to my other singles. Just as I mature, I recently got engaged, so I've been I've been writing more about love and just growing up and what all the changes that have been happening. So I feel like as I mature, so do my songs, which I feel like should happen. But
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's all just what's true to me and what I love.
What is your website?
BayLeyTaylormusic.com.
BayLeyTaylormusic.com. That's BayLeyTaylormusic.com. It's nice to talk with somebody that has a lot of passion, a bubbly young lady. I see a lot of sparkle in those eyes. So I'm sure that you're going to do very well in country music around here. You just keep that pretty smile on your face.
Thank you
so much for being on Country Music News International.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. I'm Big Al with Country Music News International. Check out more about country music and bluegrass on countrymusicnewsinternational.com.